All right. Good morning, class. Again, uh, welcome to our week 2 in general mathematics. Our topic is all about the rational functions, equations, and inequalities. So for today, our objectives are represents real-life situations using rational functions, distinguishes rational function, rational equation, and rational inequality, and solves rational equations and inequalities. Okay, let's start by giving the definition of rational function. A rational function, Rx or R of x, is a function of the form, yan. Okay, R of x is equal to P of x over Q of x. This is a rational function, where P of x and Q of x are polynomial functions, and Q of x can never be equal to 0. So the domain of R of x is a set of real numbers such that Q of x is not 0. So P of x and Q of x are polynomial functions. When you say polynomial functions, terms, algebraic expressions with 1, 2, or 3 more terms. Okay? So these are polynomial functions. Take note, Q of x can never be equal to 0. Otherwise, hindi siya rational function. Undefined na yan kapag nag-0 ito. Okay? So the following are examples of rational functions. Number 1, R of x is equal to this over this, where x is not equal to 1. Lagi siyang not equal to 1 based on the denominator, based on the expression on your denominator. Okay? Kasi kung nag-equal to 1 yan, what will happen? Your denominator is 0, so hindi siya rational function. So both numerator and denominator are polynomial functions. Polynomial, polynomial. Denominator has restriction because it should not be equal to 0. So ang restriction natin, x is not equal to 1. For number 2, f of x is equal to 1 over x, and x is not equal to 0. The numerator 1 is a polynomial function. Okay? With a degree 0. Okay, parang x power 0. What's x power 0? That's 1. So this is considered a polynomial. Okay, baka kasi magtaka kayo, sure, 1 is a constant term. Yes, it is. Pero x power 0, if you write it in algebraic term, x power 0 is equal to 1. Okay, so degree 0 is a polynomial function. Now, the denominator is a polynomial function with a degree of 1, and it must not be equal to 0. So these two are examples of rational functions. Now, to determine the difference among rational function, rational equation, and rational inequality, let's study the following example or the table below. Let's start with rational function. Okay, rational function is a function of the form f of x is equal to px over qx, where px and qx are polynomial functions, and qx is not a 0 function. Ulit-ulit ha, the denominator should not be equal to 0. Okay? Otherwise, it's not a rational function. So this is the form of a rational function. A good example is this. F of x is x squared plus 6x plus 8 over x plus 4. A polynomial function in a ratio. That's why it's called rational function. Okay? Quadratic, linear. Both polynomial functions. Okay? So this is an example, a good example of rational function. Let's jump to rational equation. When you say rational equation, it is an equation involving rational expression. So this is a rational expression. This is a rational expression with a symbol equal. Equal lang, equal sign. If you see an equal sign, then that is a rational equation. Is that clear? Just make sure, class, it is a perfect rational expression. Kasi may mga expressions tayo that is not a rational expression. This is a rational ratio, 1 over 5. Ratio, di ba? Rational expression. So with an equal sign. And finally, we have rational inequality. What is a rational inequality? Anyone? Please read the definition. Volunteer.
Sir, anong equation po?
The rational inequality. Please read, Jean.
Rational
inequality.
Rational inequality. An equality involving rational expressions.
Okay, very good. Thank you. It is an equality involving rational expressions. Again, it involves a rational expression. This is, on the left side, is a rational expression. Obviously, you have a bar. This one, ratio, okay, rational expression. How about on the right side? Is this a rational expression? 3, constant 3? Yes, it is. Why? 3 can be expressed into 3 over 1, right? So 3 over 1 is a ratio, a rational expression as well. So therefore, this is a good example of rational inequality with an inequality symbol greater than. Greater than. So what are the other inequality symbols? So we have this, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So only these 4 should be seen in your rational inequality. Okay? Yan lang 4 na yan. Otherwise, it's not a rational inequality. So you see now the difference between the 3. Rational equation with this example, rational inequality with this example, and the rational function with this example. Moving on. Example, determine whether the given sentence is a rational equation, a rational function, rational inequality, or none of this. Number 1, x plus 5 over x minus 1 is equal to y. This is an example of rational function. Why? Because the symbol y is also a representation of function of x. Function of x, or f of x. So ulitin ko, class, when you see y, it can be written as f of x, function of x, okay? Can be written as f of x. So when you see the f of x, then equal sign, that is a rational function. Number 2, root 2 over x plus 1 less than equal to 3. Okay, nakita agad natin si less than equal to symbol, inequality symbol. Pwedeng isagot nyo rito, sir, that is a rational inequality. Not all the time, class. Not all the time. Look at the expression. Is this a rational expression? Is this a rational expression? It is a rational inequality. Symbol, this one. But not, this one is not a rational expression. Why? Because you have a radical symbol. Radical symbol. Pag nakakita kayo niyan, it's none of this agad ang sagot. None of this. Because you have 4 options. 1, 2, 3, and 4. None of this. Again, pag nakakita ng ng radical symbol, it is none of the above. So you choose none of this. Clear? Okay. Another example. More examples. Determine whether the given is a rational function. Like what we did here, you have to identify, Okay. Tell me if it's a rational function, rational equation, rational equality, or none of these. Number 1. Hindi na ako magtatawag kung alam ang sagot. Tell it.
Rational equation.
Okay, it is a rational equation. Let's check first. Equation because it has an equal sign. 4 is a rational expression. This term on your right, on your left, is also a rational expression. Therefore, this is a correct. Sino yung nagsalita kanina?
Lumaas po.
Okay, si, ano pangalan mo? Giris?
Giris po. Giris.
Good, Giris. So this is a rational equation. How about number 2?
Rational
inequality.
Okay, this is a rational inequality. First, the 2 left and right, the left and right expressions are rational expressions. and then you have inequality symbol. Therefore, it is a rational inequality. Number 3.
Rational function.
Rational function.
Very good,
Rational
Joy
function.
and Anne Rochelle. It's a rational function. Kasi nakita nyo na to, f of x. And f of x can be written as y as well. Okay? So this is a rational function. Or number 4, it has a hint. Y is represented by f of x. Ito na, you see the y. Therefore, number 4 is a rational
function.
Rational function.
Function.
And number 5,
None of
you see
Rational
inequality.
equality.
None of these.
Oh, naiba na yung mga sagot ninyo. Iba-iba na.
Irrational.
Not.
Merong rational inequality, may none of this. Ano kaya?
Irrational.
Wala.
None of these.
None of
Why
these.
none of this, Aldi?
None of this po.
Because it has radical sign.
Very good. It has a radical sign. The root symbol can never be a rational expression. So this is a none of this. None of the 3. Okay. So for your first activity, you just have to do the same. Determine whether the given is a rational function, a rational equation, a rational inequality, or none of this. It's for you to answer, ha? Nasa lip nyo siya. Okay? So open your lip if you have the hard copy. If you don't have the hard copy, later on, balikan nyo siya. Sasagutan nyo yan. That is your activity number 1. Okay? Nagawa na natin. Ayan lang siya. Sabihin nyo lang kung rational equation, equality function, or none of this. Clear for activity 1? Let's move forward. I'm going to give you an example, a real life example of rational function. Okay? Sabi rito, different scenarios or the real world relationships can be modeled by rational functions. So let's have this example. I'll just give you one example. The local government unit allotted a budget of 100,000 pesos for the feeding program in the daycare center. The amount will be divided equally to all the pupils in the daycare center. Write an equation showing the relationship of the allotted amount per pupil represented by f of x versus the total number of children represented by x. So, if you analyze the problem, madali lang naman siya kung tutusin. The budget is 100,000 for the feeding program. Tapos you're going to divide this equally kung ilan yung x. Ilan yung x. And x is represented by the number of children. Let's have this. Showing the relationships in tabular form. We have this. The number of children is x. If the number of children is 10, 20, 50, and so on, how much will be the allocated amount per child? So if you will use your calculator or just manual calculation, mental calculation, I mean, you will come up with this. Sabi, 100,000 yung budget, over 10 pupils, how much per child? 10,000 pesos. 100,000 divided by 20, you have 5,000 per child. Divided by 50, 2,000 per child, and so on. So notice that the number of children increases, the amount allocated per child decreases. So pag kukunti daw ang children, mas malaki. Pero pag tumataas ang number of pupils, bumababa na yung mapupunta sa kanilang pera. Is that clear? Yes?
Yes po, sir.
How do you represent? Again? May nagtatanong, yes? Okay, nawala. So now the question is, how do you write this in, you call that? This one. How do you represent it? So in writing a representation, we will arrive at f of x is equal to 100,000 over x. X is the number of pupils. And this is your budget. Ganun lang kasimple yun. Okay, because the task here is for you to write an equation showing the relationship of the allotted. That's the task. You're going to write an equation, okay, showing the relationships, okay? And that the answer is this. If you write this in writing a representation, this is your answer. F of x, this is the answer, is equal to 100,000 over x. Okay? Clear? Now, for your activity 2, nasa lip nyo siya, school is cool. During the first quarter of the school year, the officers-elect of the Supreme Student Government, or the SSG, decided to divide their budget evenly to the different committees. So if their budget is 35,000, construct a function M, which would give the amount of money each of the N number of committees would receive. So nadyan na yung ating table. If you have 2 committees, 4 committees, up to 8 committees, how much amount allocated for each committee? So, like in this example, nakakakaroon kayo ng idea how to solve this. And the task is write the rational function that would represent the situation. Activity 2. Okay? Clear? That's your activity 2. Now, let's have solving rational equations. Okay? Solve example 2 of the rational equation by following the given steps. So we're going to do this example 2, okay, given example 1. So I'm going to explain example 1 first. So in this case, the problem is we're going to find, or we're going to solve the rational equations of this problem. So how to solve, how to evaluate this, meaning we are going to find the value of x. What's the value of x here? First step, find the least common denominator, LCD. The LCD is x plus 5, x minus 5. Paano ba nakumuha ng LCD? Class, kung hindi marunong mag-LCD, ibabalik kayo sa grade 6. Grade 6, grade 3, marunong na mag-LCD class. So, tingnan muna natin na LCD. Denominator, denominator, denominator. What will be the least common denominator? Dito, baka nahirapan kayo. Can we factor out x squared minus 25? And that will give you x plus 5, x minus 5. So, the denominator on the first expression is x plus 5, x minus 5. On the second expression, x plus 5. On the right side, x minus 5. The LCD, titingnan nyo lang yan, yung tatlong ano yan, x plus 5, x minus 5, x plus 5. So, you will come up with the x plus 5, x minus 5. That's your LCD. Okay? Now, that LCD will be multiplied to your rational equation. Ito yung rational equation natin. I-multiply natin si rational equation sa LCD natin. So in this case, this is our LCD. Multiply by this. This is the rational equation, right? Okay, this is the rational equation. So when we multiply the LCD to this term, it will cancel out, right? X plus 5, x minus 5, and then x squared minus 25 will cancel out. Okay? We'll give you x minus 3. What's left? X minus 3. Ito. Okay? Now, next. Distribute, x plus 5, x minus 5 multiply by the second term. Oops. Sorry. Meron pa rin pumapasok. Sabi ko, hindi na ako pag-late. Okay? LCD multiply by the second term. Tapos na tayo sa first term. Doon na tayo sa second term. So, x plus 5 cancels out. What's left is x minus 5. Ayun. Saan galing yung 1? Dito. 1 times x minus 5 equals LCD multiply by the last term. That will cancel. X minus 5 cancels out. What's left is x plus 5. So, x plus 5 times 1, ayun. 1 times x plus 5. Then, apply the distributive property, then simplify. So, x minus 3. 1, distribute daw yan, 1 times x, x. 1 times minus 1 times negative 5, negative 5. Equals, 1 times x, x. 1 times 5, 5. Combining like terms, simplify, x plus x, 2x. Negative 3 minus 5, negative 8. and copy this one. Okay, combine like terms, move to the other side, positive become negative, right? Negative, move to the other side because we combine like terms with variables, without variables. So negative 8 to the right side is positive, becomes positive 8. 8 plus 5, 13. So that is your x. Again, to solve the rational equation, you have to, in evaluating it, find the x. That's simply it. Finding x. X is 13. Now, all the possible values of x, in this case, is only 13. X equals 13. Ayan o, nasolve na natin. X equals 13. Now, check each value by substituting into original equation and reject any extraneous roots. What do you mean by extraneous roots? Okay, later on. So when we check, this is our rational equation. This is our problem, right? This is the rational equation. Let's plug in our x to check whether this is correct, whether this is the root. So plug it here, 13, plug it here, to all the x's. 13, 13. You'll come up with this. 13, naging 13 lahat ng x. So 13 minus 3, 10. 13 plus 5, 18. 13 minus 5, 8. 13 square, 169. And then just do the basic algebraic equations. So you'll come up, oh yan, 144 and 18. What's the LCD? 144, 18. The LCD is 144. So 144 divided by 144 times 10 is 10. 144 divided by 18 is 8 times 1 is 8. Equals 1 over 8. Ito 1 over 8. 10 plus 8 is 18. 18 over 144. When you simplify, 18 over 144 will give you 1 over 8. Okay? So 1 over 8 over 1 over 8, check. Meaning x equals 13 is our root. There's no extraneous root. Ulitin ko, ano ba yung extraneous root? Extraneous root is a solution to an equation that seems to be right. Normally, you will have an extraneous root if you have a quadratic equation here. You factor it out, you have two possible roots. One is extraneous root and the other one is the real root. So that is extraneous root. Again, extraneous root seems to be the right answer, the right root, pero hindi. Later on, makikita nyo kung ano yung extraneous root. Pero in this case, this is the real root. Okay? Let's start now. Example number 2. Tayo na yung gagawa niya. This is our problem, rational equation. Find x. Okay, so in this case, if you factor this out, will give you x plus 1, x minus 1. Now, finding the LCD, ito yung kinuha natin kanina, example 1. We're working out in example 2 now. So, x plus 1, x minus 1, and 2. What is the LCD? Anyone?
X minus 1.
Okay, good try.
X plus
Any others?
1.
X plus 1. Tingnan nyo yung ginawa natin kanina dito. Bakit naging x plus 5, x minus 5?
2 times x.
To find the LCD, hindi kailangan nare-repeat kasi siya. Okay, ito kasi kanina, di ba, x plus 5, x minus 5. Eh, may x plus 5 na, may x minus 5 na. So therefore, the LCD is x plus 5, x minus 5. Hindi yung pwedeng doble yung x plus 5. Okay, yan lang. In this case, x plus 1, x minus 1, may x minus 1, may 2. So hindi na pwedeng maulit yung x minus 1. Isang beses mo lang siya isusulat. May 2 na ba? So isasama natin si 2. May x plus 1 na ba? Isasama natin si x plus 1. So LCD now will be 2, x plus 1, tsaka x minus 1. Hindi ko din nagdaga ng isa pang x minus 1 kasi once lang siya. Okay? LCD class. LCD. No? On grade 6. Review your LCD class. Number 2, multiply both sides of the equation by its LCD. This is our LCD. I-multiply natin siya into our rational equation. Okay? So ito, multiply by this. Ayan. Okay? So our LCD, multiply by the rational equation. and then apply the distributive property, plus simplify. That's it. Okay, so when you multiply the LCD by the first term, second term, and the last term, sige nga, multiply natin. When the LCD is multiplied by this, what's left? Sorry, when you multiply the LCD by this term, this one cancels out with x plus 1, x minus 1. Kasi nga, x plus 1, x minus 1 siya. Oh. So magka-cancel to, ito, tsaka ito. What's left is 2.
X plus 1. Ay,
2 times 2 is
4.
4. Okay? Kasi maka-cancel na to, class. Cancel na to. So cancel to, tsaka ito. What's left is 2. That 2 will be multiplied to your 2 here. So that is 4. Next, LCD multiplied by the other term. Okay, what will cancel out? The x minus 1, x minus 1. Okay, anong natira? 2 tsaka x plus 1. So 2 and x plus 1 times 1 will, yan yun, 2 times 2. Kaninang natira 2 times 2. Tapos ngayon, ang natira na lang 2 and x plus 1 times 1. 2 times x plus 1. Ito yung natira. Equals, equals, the LCD multiplied by this, the last term, the right expression, right side expression. So cancel na yung 2, ano matitira? X minus 1, x plus 1. Okay, so let's simplify. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times x, negative 2 times 1, negative 2. This one, go back to original expression, will give you x squared minus 1. Ito, pares lang yan. Ito. Okay? So, x squared minus 1. So, combining like terms, 4 minus 2, etc., etc., will give you x squared plus 2x minus 3. Okay? Class, that's very simple, huh? Simplification of your expression. Okay, x squared plus 2x. Tandaan to, quadratic, di ba? So, meaning magpo-factor out tayo dyan. And we will come up with 2x, two roots. Maybe the other one is the real root, the other one is the extraneous. So, tingnan natin. Kanina sa example 1, ito yung ginawa natin. Sa example 2, find all the possible values of x. Ito yung ano natin, di ba? Yung kanina, x squared plus 2x minus 3 equals to 0. Factor out, will give you x plus 3x minus 1. Okay, x plus 3x minus 1 equals to 0. Equate to 0. Equate to 0. X plus 3 equals 0. Ito yun. Or, x minus 1 equals to 0. Ito yun. When you equate to 0, the first one will give you negative 3. The other one will give you positive 1. So you have 2 roots. And you don't know unless you substitute it into original equation. You will find out which is true roots and which one is the extraneous root. So meron na tayong values of x, ha? Itong dalawang to. Okay, checking na tayo. This is our problem, the rational equation. So substitute natin si negative 3. Actually, let's start with x is equal to 1. When x is equal to 1, tingnan nyo nga, ilagay nyo nga sa equation natin. When x is equal to 1, 1 minus 1, 0. 1 over 0, undefined. If x is 1, 1 squared is 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 2 over 0, undefined. So, definitely, when x is equal to 1, that is, what? May masosolve ba kayo dito? Wala. Right? So, the root x is equal to 1 is an extraneous. Diba? Parang tama si 1, pero dahil nasagot natin siya, parang tama. Pero check natin kung talagang tama siya. Since hindi siya tama, extraneous root siya. How about when x is equal to negative 3? Substitute. Nung sinubstitute ko si negative 3 into this equation, what happened? O yan, sinubstitute ko sa mga x. Okay? Negative 3 squared is 9. 9 minus 1, 8. Okay? Like that. Negative 3 minus 1. Negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4. Pero bakit naging plus? Because you have minus will become plus. Okay? Again, negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4. Pero minus negative 4 will give you positive 4. And then yan, simplify natin, will give you 1 over 2 equals 1 over 2. Therefore, since by checking it's correct. Therefore, our x minus 3 is the real root. Clear? Okay. So example number 2. Kanina sa example number 1, I have explained how to solve a rational equation. This time, rational inequality. Okay, rational inequality na tayo. Okay? Kanina equation, ngayon inequality. I'll do example 1. Let's try example 2 later. Example 2 later. So our problem is 3 over x minus 2 less than equal to negative 1. The first step is to put the rational inequality in general form. What do you mean by general form? The right side should be equal to 0. That is the first step. You have to write it in general form. And in general form, dapat daw yung right side maging 0. And how do we do that? In this case, transpose natin sa other side. From negative 1 become positive 1. Wala na natira sa right side. 0 na. Okay, so nagawa na natin siyang general form. Okay, next. Write the inequality into a single expression on the left side. So ginawa kong ganito. Paano nangyari yan? So, uli natin to ha. Okay. 1 over 1. Automatic this is over 1. Ha? So x minus 2 and then 1 over 1 here. X minus 2 and 1. What's the LCD? The LCD is x minus 2. Okay, the LCD is x minus 2. So you will have what? You will have this. So from this one, magiging ganito siya. Yung LCD, x minus 2. Okay, tapos simplify natin to. Distribute 1 times x is x. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So x plus 1, x minus 2. Now, your inequality, the rational expression is now a single expression. Isa na lang siya. Kasi ito, complicated pa eh. Kaya in step 2, you have to write it in single rational expression. You know, isang expression na lang siya. Clear? Now, for step 3, the numerator will be set to 0 and the denominator will be set to 0. Paano yun? Ganito, oh. X plus 1 equals to 0. What's x now? Negative 1. Check. For the denominator, x minus 2 is set to 0. So, transpose, x now is positive 2. Check. Okay? Now, these values, negative 1 and positive 2, are what you call a critical values. Okay? Yung tawag dyan sa dalawang yan, critical values. And these critical values should be plotted. It should be plotted in your number line. If this is your number line, you plot this, negative 1. Where's negative 1? You draw a hole. Where's 2? You draw a hole. Okay, hanggang dyan lang muna tayo. Breaking the number line into intervals. So, negative 1, ayun na, negative 1. Draw a hole, positive 2, draw a hole. Step 5. For step 5, substitute that critical values. Ano yung critical values natin kanina? Negative 1, tsaka positive 2. Balikan nga natin. Ito, negative 1, positive 2. So those are critical values. So those values should be substituted in your inequality. Rational inequality. Tingnan natin. When x is negative 1, lagay natin dito. Ayan. 3 over negative 1 minus 2. Negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. 3 over negative 3, that's negative 1. Is negative 1 less than equal to negative 1? Yes. Kasi negative 1 equals negative 1. So that's correct. Meaning, the x equals negative 1 is included in the solution. Tandaan nyo, si negative 1 value ay included in the solution. So sa graph natin kanina, eto, since this is included, lalagyan nyo siya ng shade. Isi-shade nyo siya. Okay? Bakit isi-shade? Kasi nga, nag-true. Nag-true tayo dito. Okay? Pag nag-false, hindi siya isi-shade. In this case, when x is equal to 2, o substitute natin si 2, 3 over 0, undefined. Oh, so hindi na siya equal, hindi na siya nag-satisfy sa inequality natin. Undefined is less than equal to negative 1? Of course not. That's false. Therefore, x equals 2 is not included in the solution. So if it's not included in the solution, what will happen? Leave it a whole. Do not shade it. Kanina na-shade natin siya, di ba? So ito, ganyan lang. Leave it blank. Now this is 6, sorry, 6. For step 6, select test values. Saan yung test values? In between the critical values. If these are the critical values, pili ka ng isa ritong point. Isa ritong point, tsaka isa ritong point. Kayo bahala. Okay, basta in between the critical points. So in this case, ano kaya yung point dito? Negative 2. Okay, in between negative 1 and 2, 0. Class example ko to ha, pwede nyo piliin si 1. Okay? So, and then, the number here, test value here is 3. When x is 3. Yan yung tinatawag nating test values. Substitute nyo si test values ninyo sa rational inequality. So, first test value is negative 2. Lagay natin dito, 3 over negative 4 less than equal to negative 1. Is that correct? No. That's false. Okay. How about when x is equal to 0? When x is equal to 0, 3 over negative 2, is 3 over negative 2 less than equal to negative 1? Yes, that's true. Tandaan nyo itong mga test values nyo. Ha? And then number 3, when x is equal to 3, the test value is 3. Substitute it in your inequality. False again. Therefore, by using interval notation or set notation, we write the final answer. Okay, tingnan natin ang pag-write ng notation natin, ha? Ng interval notation. We use bracket. Why? Because negative 1 is included. Diba? Nag-true siya, yung negative 1. Nag-true yan kanina. Kaya bracket. Comma, hanggang 2 lang. Hanggang 2. Pero, parentheses. We use parentheses if it's not included, meaning the value 2 here is not included in the solution. Nakuha ba? Kaya we use parentheses. I'll repeat. We use parentheses if the value is not included. We use brackets if the value is included. Okay? Clear? Medyo mahaba yun ah. Okay, let's have example 2. Your turn. For example 2, okay, sorry. For example 2, this is our problem. X plus 1 over x minus 1 greater than equal to 2. Okay, let's put the ratio, ang first step, gawin nating 0 dapat lagi to, itong right side. And then transpose to the other side will become negative 2. Greater than equal to 0 na. Ayan, 0 na siya. That's first step. The second step. In the second step, we have to write the inequality into a single rational expression. Yung parang kanina, gagawin nating single expression. Sige, tingnan natin. Ayan. Simplify. Simplify natin siya. When you simplify this, 2 times x, negative 2 minus negative 2 times negative 1, will give you, and then combining like terms, will give you x plus 3 over x minus 1. Okay, so see, you have a single expression now. Okay, it's x plus 3 over x minus 1. And then set the number, set the numerator and denominator to 0. Okay, if this is our numerator, x plus 3. X plus 3 equals to 0, x now is equal to negative 3. How about denominator, x minus 1? X minus 1 equal to 0, x now is equal to 1. So these 2, negative 3 and 1, are your critical values. Okay, negative 3 and 1. Saan natin gagamitin si negative 3 and 1? Dito. Okay, si negative 3, put a hole. Si 1, put a hole. Later, bago tayo mag-shade, alamin natin kung sino yung shade natin. Okay? Yan natin. Okay. Substitute that critical values. Ano yung critical values natin? Negative 3 and 1. Okay. Sa ating rational inequality. When x is negative 3. Substitute nyo siya dyan. Negative 3. 3 times negative 3 plus 1 is negative 8. Negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4. Simplify. 2 greater than equal to 2. Check. Meaning, si negative 3 will be shaded. Will be shaded. So, itong negative 3, mamaya, shade natin yan. Okay? Kasi nga, nag-true siya. How about x is 1? When x is 1, natin, 1, 3 times 1 plus 1 is 4. 1 minus 1 is 0. 4 over 0 is undefined. Therefore, this is false. Kaya si 1, yung whole na 1 will remain a whole. No shade at all. Okay? Tapos, yung susunod na step, I'll leave it to you. Okay? Kung paano mag-check ng values. I'll leave it to you. Gayahin lang natin itong example number 1. Okay? This is for you to answer. Okay? Now, for the activity 3, answer the following. You have rational equation. For number 1 is rational equation. For number 2, sorry, this is not 3. For activity 3, number 1 is rational equation. Number 2 is rational inequality. Ano yung binigay ko example? Isang rational equation, rational inequality. Gayahin nyo lang siya kung paano siya gawin dito. Okay, that's your activity 3. And you may answer the assimilation, assessment, and reflection section or the part of the leap. Okay? Lahat naman may copy, be it a soft copy or hard copy. Kung yung assimilation, assessment, reflection, answer it there. May nagtatanong sa akin, sir, pwede bang sa multiple choice letter na lang? Class, ang pagsasubmit nyo ng output, dapat yung best. Kapag nakita kong puro letter ng assessment, number 1, A, B, C, D, A, B, A. Aba, isipin ko, anong ginawa nito? Nasaan ang solution nyo? If there's a need to show a solution, then do it. Okay? Ang reflection ba may solution? Of course not. Ang assimilation ba may solution? Mostly wala. Okay? Ang karaniwan, fill in the blanks ang assimilation. Pero sa assessment, that's a multiple choice, may mga solution na kailangan ipakita nyo. So, depende ang grade ninyo sa mga output na isasabit na kung kompleto or hindi. Okay, that ends our Tuesday topic. Moving on. Bago tayo mag-move on sa Thursday topic, any questions sa ating Tuesday? Anyway, this is recorded for you to review. And for the PMDL and DMDL to review as well. Okay? So they can grasp the lesson.
Sir, excuse lang po, sir. Sa Thursday po, may klase po ba tayo sa math po?
Again.
po, sir. Kasi po may vaccine po ako po, sir. May vaccine kasi ako po, sir.
Sorry nag-choppy ka. Hindi kita maintindihan, Ludi.
Sir, may vaccine kasi po ako po sa Thursday po. May klase po ba tayo?
No problem. You may exit. No problem. Kung schedule mo ng vaccine, unahin si vaccine kasi ang lesson naman ay recorded. Sige na. You are excused.
Okay po. Thank you po.
Okay. You're welcome. You may leave. Reviewin na lang ito. Recorded naman. Okay? Now, wala nang tanong. Okay, paspasan natin. Mabilis lang ang Thursday. Okay? Objectives for the Thursday. Represents a rational function through its table of values, graph, and equation. And finally, we have to find the domain and range of a rational function. Dalawa lang objectives. So hopefully, mabilis lang to. Okay. As introduction, let's try this one. Pueblo por La Playa is a 12.5 hectare Mexican-inspired exclusive leisure club nestled off the calm, clear waters of Pagbilao, Quezon. The Pueblo offers the total leisure and recreation experience for the entire family. Since it is an exclusive resort, it has a membership fee Pueblo por La Playa charges a 300,000 pesos annual fee. Then 700 pesos for each day you stay there. Find the average cost per day to stay in the resort in 5, 10, 15, up to 30 days. And then graph the function to show whether it forms a straight line or a curve. So your task is A, define a formula for the average cost for every 5 days to stay in the resort. And there's a hint. Since the problem asks for the average cost, dali lang ng average cost. Okay? Use the formula in getting the average. Okay? Yun lang. And for B, task B, based from the situation above, complete this table. Okay? X is the number of days. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So there's a hint also. Again, substitute the value of X in your equation. And what is the equation? Hanapin natin yan mamaya. And letter C, plot the following points on the Cartesian plane. And to graph, simply plot the points and connect it by a smooth curved line. Let's start. The problem above is an example of rational function. So to solve the problem, let us answer each question one by one. Below is the definition of a rational function. Na-define na natin yung rational function earlier. So rational function is written in this form. It should follow the following conditions. Namely, both Px and Qx are polynomial functions. Polynomial dapat, wherein it has no negative and fractional exponents. Okay, no negative and fractional exponents. The denominator or the Qx should not be equal to 0. And the domain of all values of x where x is not equal to 0. Qx is not equal to 0. Let's start. Define a formula for the above cost for every 5 days to stay in the resort. And yan yung task, define a formula. Answer. To define the formula, use the formula in getting the average cost. Ito na nga, sabi, gumamit doon ng average cost. And to find the average cost, average problems, use the formula this. The average, A, X is the cost, and then N, the number of days. It should be S. Okay, the number of days. Now let f of x represents the average cost per day, and x represent the number in days. Note the 300,000 is a fixed price you need to pay. Plus na lang yung 700 per day, divided by the number of days, para makuha niyo yung average cost per day. So you will have this. f of x is 300,000 na babayaran nyo, annual fee yan, plus 700 times x, kung let's say 5 days ka nagstay, kasi 500 daw per day, on top of the 300,000 annual fee, over the number of days. So kung 5 days, 5, 5. Kung 10 days, 10, 10. Okay? Let's complete letter B. Observe that it is similar to the structure of our original formula. Okay, make a table of values with x values. Yan natin. Ano yung formula natin kanina? Ito yung formula natin kanina, di ba? 300,000 plus 700. Class, kayo yung nagsagot nito. Okay? Mamaya sa activity nyo, kayo ang maggagawa nito. Depende dun sa situation. So in this case, if x is 0, 0, 0, denominator 0, any term expression divided by 0 is always answer. Anyone? Any number expression in your numerator divided by a 0 in your denominator will give you a what? What's the answer? Oopsie, tahimik. Ulit, kahit anong number divided by 0, anong sagot?
Zero,
Undefined,
sir.
sir.
Correct, undefined. Bakit kaya rito? X is 0, Y. Pag daw ang X ay 0, the answer for Y is 0. So this is wrong. In your lip, please correct it, class. Etong part na to mali. Dun sa lip, ha? Sorry, may mga typo error talaga, hindi na iiwasan yun. So the Y here is undefined. Okay, so that is undefined. What if this is 5? This is 5? What will be the answer here? Use your calculator, will give you 60,700. Ano yung nasa lip?
20,965.
Oh, mali yan ha. Paki-correct na lang. Ito yung tama. If x is 10, substitute it here, will give you 30,700. If 15, it give you 20,700. If 20, 15,700. 25 is this, and then 30, this one. So as you can see, the more you, the higher the number of days. If you stay in the resort for 30 days, mas mababa ang babayaran nyo. Okay? Ito yung average cost. Lumiit. Okay? Pero pag 5 days, ayan, mas mataas. So if you plot this and then connect the points, it will form a smooth curve. May tsura nun. Kapag ganito yung, ang x ay 5, 60,700 naman yung y, eto siya. Okay, ano daw yung x? If x is 5, yung una is 0 and then undefined. Kaya if you plot 0, 0 daw yung x, this is our x. Kung 0 ang x at ang y undefined, hindi mo siya mapaplot, undefined nga eh. How about 5? Kapag si 5 naman, 60,700. So si 5, 60,005, ayun, mga about here. Nearly here. It's not perfect, class, pero nearly here. If 10, if 10, 30,700. Pag 10 daw, 30 tao, nearly here. Okay? Kapag 15, 20,700. 20,000, nandito yun. Around here. Kapag 20 days, 20 days, 15,700. So, ito, 15,700. Nasa gitna, no? Nearly. So, i-connect mo yan, class. That is a good example of a rational expression. Okay? So, yan yung ating sagot. This curve. Okay? Clear? Now, in our study of rational function, these x values represent the domain and the y values represent the range of a rational function. So in definition, the domain of a function is the set of all values that the variable x can take, while the range of a function is the set of all values that y, f of x, can take. But how do we determine and write the domain and range of a rational function? Okay, if you can recall, we can write the domain and range using 3 different forms. First, by roster format. Roster format enumerates the list of all values in the set. So para ka lang nagaganyan. This is a good example. Nag-enumerate ka lang. Okay? Separated by commas. Comma, comma. Okay? So kunyari yan yung domain natin, separated by comma. All the values of x's. Roster format, ganito yung roster format. For the set builder format, or the set builder notation, okay, for the set builder notation, you will see this kind of answer. Yan. Ganito yung set. Kung ang roster format ganito, ang set builder naman ay ganito. And how do you read this? This is read as x such that, ito ang tawag, ang basa rito, such that. So, x such that x is an element. This is a symbol for element. X is an element of real number. This is a symbol for real number. I'll repeat. X such that x is an element of real number wherein x is greater than or equal to 10 but less than or equal to 20. So this is a set builder notation. The third form of writing a domain and range is like this, by interval notation. And paano yung interval notation? Parang ganito. This is how you write it. Okay? This means that the values of the domain can take all real values of x except 3. Otherwise, the function is undefined. So ito yung pag nakita kayo ng mga ganyan, parentheses, this is a union symbol, union. From negative a to 3, union of 3 to infinity. Negative infinity, this is negative infinity to 3, union with 3 up to infinity. So interval notation ang tawag naman dito. I hope you can still grasp the lesson, class. Okay, so mag-focus tayo, class, sa set builder. Dito tayo, mag-focus tayo sa set builder notation. Okay, let's have an example. Example 1, find the domain and range of the rational function. Oh, this is a rational function. First, we equate the denominator, x squared is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 0. How to find the domain? Equate the denominator to 0. Kaya nga x squared equals to 0. What is x now? X is equal to 0. Oh, so yan yung pagkuha ng domain. How to find the domain? Equate the denominator to 0. So how do you write your answer? The domain now is like this. X such that x is an element of real numbers wherein x is not equal to 0. Kasi yun yung lumabas dito. Okay? X is not equal to 0. Otherwise, undefined siya. Kapag nag-0 to, undefined na yung ating function. Okay? Or simply, class, yung simplest form, kung nahabaan kayo dito, ganito na lang. Pwede rin ganito. Okay? X is an element of real numbers. X is an element of real numbers such that x is not equal to 0. I prefer this one. Mas madali ito. Okay? So domain, ito yung sagot sa domain. X is an element of real numbers such that x is not equal to 0. That is all the values can take the variable x except 0. Otherwise, it will be undefined. Okay? That is domain. How about the range? How to solve for the range? Sabi, find the domain in range. To solve for the range, we use f of x is equal to y. So anong ginawa niya dito, class? The range can be solved through looking at the graph, parang ganyan, or by finding the domain of the inverse function. Okay? Pero mamaya yun. Ito muna tayo. To solve for the range, multiply y is equal to x squared. Multiply itong dalawa. Equals 2x minus 3. And then, so you have, what? This is a quadratic function. Use this formula to get the real solutions. Alala nyo kung ano itong formula na to? Diba, quadratic formula yan? So let a is y, b is negative 2, c is 3. Therefore, substitute those values, you will come up with a y. So y is less than equal to 1/3. So in summary, the range, ito tapos na to. Ito yung domain natin kanina. So the range is y is an element of real numbers such that y is less than equal to 1/3. Plus, tinan nyo yung pagkakasulat dito. Ginawa ko siya, binaligtad ko siya, kaya dapat baligtarin yung inequality symbol nyo. Okay? So y is an element of real numbers such that y is less than equal to 1/3. Okay. Naintindihan ba to? Next problem. Example number 2. Find the domain and range. Ulitin natin. To find the domain, you just have to equate the denominator to 0. So x plus 2 equals to 0. Therefore, x is equal to negative 2. Transpose, become negative 2. So the final answer for the domain is, nasaan ba yun? Yung simplest form. Hindi to simplest form eh. How do you write in simplest form? Hindi pala nakalagay dyan. Anyone? So to write in simplest form, you have x, brace, yung magbe-brace mo, ito, brace ang tawag yan, brace, open brace, and then x is this, alisin nyo na to. Tapos si such that, ilagay nyo dito, yun na yun. Okay? Yun na yung simplest form. Alright. Tapos, pwede ring interval notation form. Ito yung makukuha nyo. Negative 8, negative 2, union of negative 2 to 8. So meaning from negative, values of x is from negative 8 up to negative 2, pero hindi kasama. Yun, nakaparenthesis siya. Okay. Union of negative 2, open parenthesis, so meaning not included yung negative 2. If you include negative 2, then that's undefined. Kaya nga parenthesis to. Okay, up to positive infinity. So to find the range, okay, f of x, we use f of x is equal to y, so that y equals x minus 2 over x plus 2. Okay? Ganun uli. X plus y, multiply mo itong dalawa. Okay? X times y, xy. Y times 2, 2y equals x minus 2. And then combining all terms, like terms. Transpose natin si x sa kabila kasi may xy doon para magkasama si x. And then sa 2y on the other side, factoring common factor, that is x, y minus 1 equals negative 2. Common factor is negative 2, y plus 1. So x now is equal to negative 2. So now, here, evaluate or equate y minus 1 equals 0. So y is 1. Therefore, our range cannot be equal to 1. Based on the answer, y should not be equal to 1. It's not equal to 1. Otherwise, the denominator is 0. So, to answer it, range, palitan natin yung simplest form. Alisin natin tong part na to ha. Ang susulat na lang natin ay open brace, y is an element of real number such that, yung linya, such that y is not equal to 1. Yun yung sagot. Yun yung range. Okay? Class, please search finding the range to find the range, you need to inverse your equation, find the inverse of the equation, and then the domain of that is your range. Confusing? Again, given an equation, you find the inverse of that equation. How to find the inverse. Search nyo yun, ha? Find the inverse of that equation, and then from that, find the domain. The answer is the range. So it's for you to find out, to search, okay? Let's have another example. Find the domain. Domain lang ang hinahanap in example number 3. Domain of the rational function. So madali lang. Domain lang eh. O, di ba ang domain, equate natin yung denominator into 0. Ito. Equate into 0. Factor out. So 2x minus 1, x plus 4. Therefore, x is 1/2 and then x is negative 4. You have two roots. Okay? Ito yung sagot dyan. 2x minus 1 equal to 0 will give you x is equal to 1/2. X plus 4 equals to 0, x is equal to negative 4. These are your roots. Therefore, hindi pwedeng maging ganito si x. Okay? So the domain, ito na, naka-simplest form na. X is an element of real numbers such that x is not equal to negative 4 and not equal to 1/2. X is not equal to negative 4 and not equal to 1/2. Okay? That is domain. Kung hahanapin yung notation, interval notation format, ito naman siya. Pwede niyo siyang aralin, class. Okay? Okay, for example, naku, nakalabas na yung sagot. Sige, nakalabas na yung sagot. In this case, I want you to find the domain and range. Pero may sagot na. Okay? Domain and range of the following rational functions. Use any notation. Anong notation to, class? We have three formats. Anong notation nga ito? Is this a roster notation? Is this a set builder notation? Or is this an interval notation?
Set builder.
Very good, Kathy. It's a set builder notation. Sabi rito sa instruction, use any notation. Pero since ang tinuro ko, mostly ay pang set builder notation, ito yung gagawin nyo. Ito na yung simplest form. Okay? So in number 1, 2 over x plus 1. Ito yung domain. How to find the domain? Set your denominator equal to 0. So x plus 1 equals to 0. What is x? X is negative 1. Kaya ang sagot, x is an element of real number such that x is not equal to negative 1. Saan galing uli negative 1? Dahil sinet ko si denominator into 0. X plus 1 equals to 0, x is equal to negative 1. Kaya negative 1. Okay? O, dito uli. Domain uli. X plus 3 equals to 0. Transpose to other side, x now is negative 3. Iyon, si negative 3. Okay. Oh, I forgot to write the such that symbol. May linya to ha. Such that. Okay, number 3, equate to 0. Equate to 0. X, move to the other side, will become 7. Kaya x is not equal to 7. O dito, equate to 0. Dali naman nun. Equate to 0. Therefore, 0. Kung x is not equal to 0, ito naman, quadratic. You have two values. Isang 1, tsaka isang negative 1. Okay? I forgot to write the such that symbol. Such that symbol. That's for domain. And for the range, okay, for the range, paano nga natin kinukuha yung range? Ang pinakamadaling, although wala kasi akong stylus, search na yung finding the range of rational function by finding the inverse of the function. How to find the inverse? Hanapin yung inverse nito and then find the domain. Hanapin yung inverse function and then find the domain. Kasi class, madaling maghanap ng domain. In this case, ang domain, di ba, equal to 0 lang. Ito. Equal to 0 lang. That's how you find the domain. Kaya nga, to find the range, hanapin nyo muna yung inverse function nito. Yung inverse function. How to find the inverse function? This is y change it to x, and x change to y. And then solve for y, and find the domain. The domain of the inverse function is simply the range. I'll repeat. The domain of the inverse function is the range of your function. Kaya makukuha nyo to. Okay? Okay. Find the domain and range of the following rational function. Use the set builder notation. So let's start with finding the domain of the following rational functions. So for number 1, what's the domain of given function of x? F of x is equal to 2 over x plus 1. So as I have said, kunin lang natin yung denominator, equate to 0. So x plus 1 equals to 0. Move to other side. X now is equal to negative 1. Meaning, our domain is not equal to negative 1. So in set builder notation, we write it as like this. The brace, open brace, x is an element of real numbers such that x is not equal to negative 1. That is your domain. For number 2, f of x is equal to 3x over x plus 3. So again, to find the domain, equate the denominator to 0. So x plus 3 equals to 0. X now is equal to negative 3. So our domain is equal to, open brace, x is an element of real number such that x is not equal to negative 3. So this is our domain. For number 3, we have f of x is equal to 3 minus x over x minus 7. Again, equate the denominator, equate it to 0. X now is equal to 7. Therefore, the domain is like this. X is an element of real numbers such that x is not equal to 7. So this is your domain for number 3. Okay, and for number 4, let's have a number 4. We have f of x. F of x is equal to 2 plus x over x. So in this case, our denominator is only x, equate to 0. Therefore, that's the answer. X is 0. For the domain, x is an element of real numbers such that x is not equal to 0. That is your answer. Okay. And finally, number 5. For number 5, f of x is equal to x plus 1 over x squared minus 1. Okay, our denominator, what's our denominator? X squared minus 1. But we can simplify this. We can simplify first. Okay, so that is equal to x plus 1, x squared, x plus 1, x minus 1. So, yeah, this one cancels out. So, our denominator is x minus 1. So, x minus 1 equate to 0. Move to the other side, x is 1. So, for domain, that is open brace, x is an element of real numbers such that x is not equal to 1. So that is for the domain in number 5. Let's move on to the range. Okay, number 1, range. The range of number 1, the problem is f of x is equal to 2 over x plus 1. So to find the range, this can be written as y is equal to 2x plus 1. Cross multiply, that's how you do it. Cross multiply. Understood, it has a denominator of 1. So when you cross multiply, it will give you y times x, xy, plus 1 times 1. 1 times y is y. 2 times 1 is 2. So we need to find the x. So move the y to the other side. So that is xy is equal to 2 minus y. Okay? And then divided by both sides by y. X now is equal to 2 minus y over y. So this y equate to 0. When you equate this to 0, our range now is equal to y is an element of real numbers such that y is not equal to 0. Clear? So that is your range for number 1. Number 2, f of x is equal to 3x over x plus 3. So again, f of x can be written as y over 1 is equal to 3x x plus 3. Okay, multiply, cross multiply. So we have x times y is xy, 3 times y is 3y, and then equals 3x times 1 is 3x. And solve for x. Combining like terms, the x here and the x here will become xy minus 3x equal to negative 3y. Okay? And then common terms, factoring common terms, that is x, y minus 3 equals to negative 3y, dividing both sides by y minus 3, x now is equal to negative 3y, y minus 3. Now, your denominator, like in example 1, your denominator, okay, equate to 0, that would be the answer. In this case, y minus 3 equate to 0, y now is 3, meaning our range here is what? Our range here is y is an element of real numbers such that y is not equal to 3. So this is our range. Is that clear? Next, number 3. For number 3, we have y equals to 3 minus x, x minus 7 over 1. Cross multiply, we have x times y is xy, negative 7 times y is negative 7y equals 3 minus x times 1 is 3 minus x. Combining all the x's, minus x will become plus x. Copy xy equals 3. How about the negative 7y will become plus 7y. And then common terms is x. We have y plus 1 because we factor out xy and x. So this is the answer, xy x parenthesis y plus 1 equals to 3 plus 7y, dividing both sides by y plus 1, this cancels out. X now is equal to 3 plus 7y over y plus 1. So again, the denominator, y plus 1 equate to 0, y now is negative 1. So our range is, y is an element of real numbers such that y is not equal to negative 1. So this is our range. That's how you solve the range. Okay? And number 4. For number 4, we have y, okay, fx is y, equals 2 plus x over x. Again, over 1, cross multiply, x times y is xy. 2 plus x times 1 is 2 plus x. Combining all the x's, plus x, right? Move to the other side, we become xy plus x equals 2. So common factor is x, so y plus 1 equals 2. Dividing both sides by y plus 1, cancel, x now is 2y plus 1. Our denominator is y plus 1, so y plus 1 equate to 0, y now is negative 1. Okay? Okay? So parang parehas dito. So the answer is, the range, y is an element of real numbers such that y is not equal to negative 1. That is your range. Alright. So that's negative 1. And for number 5, okay, this is number 5. Y is equal to x plus 1, x squared minus 1. So again, simplify natin to. Gawin natin x plus y, x plus 1, x minus 1 cancels out. Y now is equal to 1 over x minus 1. Okay, so this is the simplest form. From this original expression to this simplest form. Now over 1, multiply both sides, cross multiply, I mean. So x times y is xy. Negative 1 times y is negative y. Is equal to 1. So, move to the other side. Y, and then this is xy. Divide both sides by y. X now is equal to 1. So what's your denominator here? What's your denominator here? Automatic it's 1. Right? So there is no y here in your denominator. There's no y, so y is equal to 0. Therefore your range is y is an element of real numbers such that y is not equal to 0. So that's all. So your activity is to find the domain and range of the following function. Nasa lip nyo ito, class. Ito yun. Yan na yan. Hanapin nyo lang yung domain at saka range. Okay? Any question? Okay, if none, answer the assimilation, assessment, and reflection part of your LEAP. Thank you for listening. You may review this recorded lesson later. Okay, ipaprocess pa kasi ito. Okay, I'll see you again next